I'm John Lennon, CEO of Doras. For the last 20 years we've been advocating for and supporting people from a migrant background. When the resettlement began here in Ireland in 2015, we were one of the first organisations to become involved. We wanted to make sure that people had access to the supports that they needed as quickly and as smoothly as possible. We've been involved in programmes in 3 counties, in Wexford, in Laois and in Limerick. This toolkit is a result of our experiences on those programmes, and we're delighted to make it available now to a wider audience.
My name is Enda O'Neill. I'm Head of Office with UNHCR in Ireland. UNHCR, the UN Refugee Agency, works around the world to provide shelter and assistance to those who've been forced to flee their home due to war or persecution. Today, more than 1.4 million people are in need of resettlement to countries such as Ireland, who provide them with permanent residency. Although there's been a resettlement programme in Ireland since the late 90s, there are in fact few examples of resettlement caseworkers cataloguing their experiences and lessons learned. That's why UNHCR is delighted to support this excellent toolkit developed by Doras. The countless good practice examples and detailed guidance will prove invaluable to frontline staff working on the ground to welcome refugees into their communities.
Hello, my name is Karen McHugh and I'm a former CEO of Doras, and I was involved in Doras' first resettlement project in 2015 in County Laois. I'm delighted to be involved in the launch of this resettlement toolkit on World Refugee Day 2020. When we first started working on resettlement in 2015, there were no templates or guidelines for us to use, so we found we had to start from a blank canvas to create our own. This toolkit is tried and tested and is built on 5 years of Doras' work in resettlement in Laois, Limerick and Wexford. It is also based on models of best practice globally. We hope that you will find this toolkit helpful in your work in resettlement and in community sponsorship right across Ireland.
Hi, I'm Ahmed Hassan. I'm the Resettlement Support Officer. I worked on the resettlement program in Limerick, supporting 19 families integrating into Irish society. I worked with the families to link them with services, organisations and social groups in Limerick to enable them to fit in within their environment. Even though the program is formally finished at the moment, most of those groups and connections made during resettlement are still ongoing, and we are still supporting the families at the moment.
In this room, for the first time, I met Hannah from Doras, the Resettlement Support Program. Doras Resettlement Project in Port Laois helped us in many ways. They linked us with the service providers here, supported us, offered us training opportunities, and helped me personally to initiate Arabic language classes for non-Arabic speakers. Doras Resettlement Project was very successful here in Port Laois, so most of us, they could regain their normal life, starting a job or attending third level education. And that helped us to continue our normal life.
The toolkit contains 29 sections including pre-arrival planning, education, health, employment and training, supporting children and young people, recruiting volunteers, working with interpreters and creating an exit strategy, to name a few. Each section contains background information, a resource list, key learnings, good practice examples from ourselves and other organisations, and all resources are available to download, edit and print from the Doras website. Some resources include a welcome booklet template, location cards, posters which tackle misinformation, translated resources on home maintenance and many others, and there's lots of examples and ideas for planning community events and raising awareness. The focus of this toolkit in particular is Syrian resettlement, but we hope it'll be a useful document and a base to build upon for sharing future resettlement knowledge.